How's everyone doing on this beautiful Thursday morning? No, I knew it was Thursday. I was just messing with y'all. Anyway, I hope all of you are starting your days great. I have been up for 4 or 5 hours. I took a nap kind of in the middle of the night. I don't know. I was off yesterday, so my sleep schedule was a little weird last night, but I've been up for a while. Let's see. Good morning, Mr. Ed, bright and early. Mr. Nick. Mr. B. Shady. Mr. Pete. Mr. TC. Mr. Knives Are Life. Mr. Audioitis. Mr. Michael. Mr. Tristan. And I think that catches us up. So, last night while I was around the house, I carried a knife that was really surprising. I've liked this knife for a while, but this exact one is pretty dang nice. It's got one of the best detents of any knife I've got. Very crispy detent. Very comfortable little knife. It's a Sage 5 lightweight. And the action on it is just superb. The detent is pretty strong though. You can misfire and not get it to open if you don't really get in there. But yeah, had that in my front pocket, and in my back pocket I have my little Caval slip. Morning, Sever 7. I had my little slip with my my Jufull Jack Wolf slip joint, and I used this a lot yesterday for exactly what I was hoping for, precision cuts, and it did great. So those are the two I had on me last night. And then I finally got in the knife yesterday that I've been waiting a week on. I've been telling y'all I thought was going to be one of the best knives under $40 available. And it took them forever to ship it. I ordered it like a week ago. And it is the Ramet Camel. So this knife right now on Amazon is $33. It's a button actuated top liner lock, and it's got superb access to the liner lock. So if you just want to use it like a liner lock knife, you can. But it does have the extra button for fidgetiness. And it also has that forward choil that I talk about, I love all the time. It's got great jimping right exactly where you need it when you use that forward choil. Morning, Andrew. It's got a reversible clip, and it's super deep carry, and it's got the insert and everything for the side you're not putting the clip on. The clip is dang near perfect. They added some extra pressure to it, but it's very nice and deep carry, so there's not much of the knife showing at all when it's in your pocket. And it still does have nice grip coming out of the pocket. So yeah, for $33, they've got 4 versions of this knife. I think it's pretty much a no-brainer. It's got absolutely zero side-to-side play or lock rock. And like I said, you can get to the access on the liner lock really easily. Or you can use the button to press the top liner lock. So yeah, this so far, it's going to take a lot to sub $40 knife to beat this one out. As far as ergos, fidget factor, size, it's a great size. Yeah, it's a great knife, isn't it, TC? Good morning, Miranda. Sever7 said he got his Anthem in, and it's got skiffs in it. That's awesome. Michael, I think the lightweight has a different clip and the different scales. But the Sage 5 lightweight is a heck of a little user knife. And like I said, this little Jack Wolf Jufool clone, super sharp. I mean, razor blade sharp. It's so thin. And that point on that thing is supreme. It's got, and it fits perfect in this little cavil slip. I like the way the blade, like, the blade is bigger at the front up there, and it's kind of the shape of this, and then where it gets smaller, it goes into that little curve. That's a perfect little clip alternative for that knife. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering, I'm supposed to be getting my parallel delivered today. Yeah, this is a great little knife. Ramet Camel. Unless you live somewhere where there's a lot of salt and you're in the water every day, this would be a great knife for you. Yeah, I don't know about the other lightweight versions. I think the Sage, though, I think it's pretty much the same. Some of the other ones might have, I think they some have different blade steels. No, that's the Salt versions. Yeah, there might be a little something different. I'm not sure. I have got a bunch of knives out for delivery today. I mean, like 6 or 7. It should all be hitting today. Pretty wild. This thing is super fidgety, though. It's supposed to be 77 degrees here today. This thing is super cool, though. Yeah. So I also got some tools in yesterday. Oh, Sharp Obsession, you got yours in as well? And that's your first one, right? How do you like it? What do you think of it? How do you like that solid thwack it makes when you open it? I don't know. They're not really tools, I guess, but they are tools. They came in tool boxes. Oh, Mr. Bob is going ice skating and bumper cars on the ice. That's awesome. Thomas McDonald, welcome. If y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button and get that out of the way and help a brother out, I would appreciate it. Yeah, like Michael said, if you keep your knives cleaned, wiped down, and oiled up, should be good to go. So, these are a set of gauge blocks that I can use for various different things. It's an inexpensive set. But you can pretty much come up with any kind of combination of a size that you need. This is a big solid block of aluminum. It's pretty heavy. It's got pretty much every size you could think of. And this will come in handy when I do lots of woodwork. It'll come in handy with woodworking stuff and with my drill press and my I'm going to use some of these as I'm going to put one underneath the scales I'm going to use one of these to put the scales on when I do the drilled holes, because they'll fit right between there, and I can make sure that they're horizontal in my in my vise. So I will use one of these for that. But I always love new tools. And then yes, I agree. That's why it's a big deal when other animals use tools. I think they found out not long ago some other animal that you wouldn't think uses tools, like a cow or something, was shown to use tools. And this is the second little set I got, and this is some 1, 2, 3 blocks with still wrapped up in the paper, still oiled up. I'm not going to open them yet, but they came with the the bolts to connect them. And if you know anything about 1, 2, 3 blocks, you know how much you can get use out of these. I talked about these yesterday, and I ordered them same day yesterday. I think it was yesterday I talked about them. Might have been the day before. But yeah, I didn't get the absolute cheapest set I could get, but I'm not a machinist by far, so I didn't spend much money on it. All right, what else? Oh yeah, first link I want to get to today is the round 2 order of the DeVille is live. Yeah, it was like they were using their tail for something. I don't remember actually what it was, Michael, but yeah. They were putting a hollow grind on a blade. They did a couple of things different on the DeVilles. The high grain DeVille. And they've got that red carbon fiber I was talking about a couple of days ago, the marbled, real pretty red they've been using. They have 3 versions of it. The black and red version, the purple and silver version, and the micarta and silver version. And you can also get add-ons for different inlays. So I almost think I'm going to buy one of those and dye the brown micarta black and buy an extra set of, I don't really like the patterns on any of those. So I'll probably just buy this one and dye the micarta black. Mister? I sure hope so. But I haven't checked yet. I thought that was, but now that I think about it, you might be right about the holes. They might just be holes. I didn't even check and see if the holes had threads. But they also might be, yes. It looks like they've got one thread. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're threaded. They're definitely oily. They are threaded. I'm going to have to chase the threads. Wow. No wonder they came with the Allen wrench. Yes. And let's see here. They're all threaded, I think. No, actually the end ones are not threaded. They're very oily and messy right now, and I'm not going to mess with them, but they are threaded holes. So you can put this one on the end of that one. And you know what they're for. Whoops. There's not through holes. They're all... They've got... Let me see if they're both different. Oh, yeah. So it's only got 5 threaded holes. It's got a pattern of 5 threaded ones, and then all the rest of them are through holes. Yeah, they're not all threaded. You are correct, sir. The pattern of 5, like I don't know if you can see down in there, but yes, they have pin holes and threaded holes. Yeah, I know what you're saying, mister. I got you. All right. Back here to what we were looking at, high grain DeVille. Any of y'all thinking about getting one? Oh yeah, they do have some other options for the scales. But is that for the yeah, so the R2 right here. Crystal tie. Green and plurble. And are those full scales or just the inlay? Yeah, they're just the inlay section. That's cool. Morning, Christopher. Our steel hardness buddy, Mr. Taylor, launched his new website instead of using whoever he was using before. So if y'all want to check that out, it's steelhardnesslab.com. Here are the 4 versions of that Remet Camel. With the 10% off, it brings them down to like $33. But they have a black and black, a copper and black, a green and black, and the one I got, which is the black and silver. Sean McDonald, yeah. I like the blade shape as something different. Through and screw holes. I lost something. Aha! I found something. Oh, how did you get that so fast? Do you mean you just bought one? Or you mean you got it delivered? What is up with my mouse this morning? Keeps acting all crazy. The Strix is another one. But yeah, the Jaeger does look kind of like it. And then the Raku is a skinnier version of it. I need more coffee. That's what I need. Yeah, I don't have too many reverse Tontos or Warnies. I have a lot of drop points. But the Strix goes along nicely next to the DeVille. I like the micro milling, of course. And I love the little curved pattern. All right, what else? There was something. Cannot remember what else I wanted to talk about. Y'all got some knives you want to link and look at today? Man, this one has a really good detent. Really good. Andrew, I think you might be like 5 minutes behind, buddy. Everybody needs to make sure they click that live button or slide that slider all the way to the right, so you know you are caught up to the live. Speaking of live, I'm going to have to throw on something. Knife related. Let's see. One month ago, recently uploaded. Miguel EDC. Here's a 3-minute celebrity video y'all can watch while I go fix some coffee. So yeah, watch this for a couple minutes. Whoops. I'm glad I didn't walk away.
Following, which was a Fox show where I played an FBI. Hey guys, my name is Sean Ashmore. I'm an actor, also a knife nut, and that's what we're here to talk about today. I got into collecting as a kid. I always had a Swiss Army knife, a buck knife as a child. I kind of moved away from it until I did a show called The Following, which was a Fox show where I played an FBI agent. I had a firearm, I had a flashlight, and I often had a different knife. And I found my way back into collecting by the props teams giving me new gear every week. So I thought I'd kind of walk you through some of my favorite stuff right now. And we're actually sitting in the ProTech assembly room. So I thought maybe I'd start with ProTech. First and foremost, I have my new collaboration design with ProTech, the Avalon. Really, really excited about this. 4-inch blade, MagnaCut, black aluminum handles, and it's just a really, really great functional knife. Manual. This is the first production version that I've held. I just got this today. This is the prototype. This is the first one off the machine. It's got the Mike Erie mirror polish compound blade and stainless steel handles. So definitely gonna carry this a lot. The other ProTech that I've been carrying is this Runt. It's got the Chad Nichols Damascus, made out of brass, really, really cool piece. The other thing I did this year was design a knife for Civivi. So I have the Civivi Guile in a few different configurations here. Worn clip blade, very simple,
I forgot.
3.25.
He designed the Guile.
I've been carrying this for the last year, really, really happy with it. My brand Peace Neighbor also makes custom scales and pivots. So I brought a couple fancy ones. This is a Damascus version, which is kind of fancy. I held on to this for myself. I made it, I was gonna sell it, and I was like, it's too nice. And I also did the same with this blue vintage glass, Westinghouse glass. These I carry a lot, and I really enjoy them. Sort of a smaller brand that I picked up this year that I really like.
I want one of those.
Flag Rodent 1, which is this little guy right here. Very utilitarian. It's all kind of matte.
Man,
got a nice
I want to check that one out.
Really, really cool.
I did not know that existed.
I've been carrying this a ton. Another favorite, and another American company, just like ProTech, is Benchmade Bug Out. This is a custom that I put together with the Damascus blade and a purple fat carbon handle. We all know the Bug Out. We all love the Bug Out. So yeah, this is a great piece. I've been carrying that a lot. The other one that is kind of special is a prototype of a Metal Complex Kunmu Excalibur. I hope Metal doesn't mind me showing this off, but it's dirty. I mean, I've been breaking down boxes. He sent me the prototype to use, and I've been using it. He said it better come back with a bunch of gunk on it, and so I'm living up to that. But yeah, it's got this kind of new sort of top lock, which is really, really functional, really fun, and it's a great size, great weight. So that's the Excalibur. And finally, the thing that I always carry, and what sort of started me in my design journey with EDC stuff, are some of the Peace Neighbor pry bars. This is the full-size Archon.
Yeah, I do too, mister.
Again, this is sort of my entry point. I wanted to make something that was stylish and functional, that represented kind of my brand, and so that's the Archon, and this is the Espion, which is just a smaller version of that. So I usually carry one blade, one pry bar, and this is my collection right now. I have a ton of knives. I probably have over 100 knives, but this is what I'm carrying and enjoying currently.
Pete,
thanks for following along, and thanks to Blade HQ.
You can't find the one he said? I really like his custom version of the Guile.
My brand Peace Neighbor also makes
I like that one a lot.
custom scales and pivots. So I brought a couple fancy ones. This is a Timascus version, which is kind of fancy. I held on to this for myself. I made it, I was gonna sell it, and I was like, it's too nice. And I also did the same with this blue vintage glass, Westinghouse glass. These I carry a lot.
That Westinghouse glass, my car does,
really enjoy
super
them.
sweet.
Sort of a smaller brand that I picked up this year that I really like is the Plague Rodent 1.
Aftermarket listing, $2,500. Buy now. Oh, it's PLYGE. PLYGE. Plague. PLYGE. So it looks like it was a custom they made, maybe. And they're no longer making it. Plague and Spectrum Energetics. Let's check out Spectrum Energetics. Who the heck are they? Knives. Cartographer. The Alchemist. Hey, there's the Alchemist. It's a Sever 7 knife. Huh. Good morning, Waylon, or whoever popped in. Yeah, Waylon. Anyone else who popped up? Yeah, so that's this company's first knife, and they make customs. Cartographer pre-order. Boy, they make skinny knives, that's for sure. Let's see, let's go back here. Yeah, so it's the Plague website, and he had the links for both of them, but I wouldn't search for them. Everybody's looking for one now. Yeah, you do need a pivot lock knife, Mister. That's a super cool looking little thing, though. Do we have the size on it? Yeah, blade is 2.66, closed it's 3.7. It's got Magna Cut at 62 to 63, and it's pretty pricey. $2,500. One available. I guess we could have looked on the screen and saw it was PLYGE. Well, that was cool to run across. Glad. And I forgot Sean Ashmore created the Guile. I've been wanting a Guile for a while, but I want to... What's the name of his custom company he said he made these scales for?
Peace Neighbor also make...
Peace Neighbor?
My brand Peace Neighbor also make...
Peace Neighbor. Sean Ashmore, Peace Neighbor. Yeah, so Guile. zirconium guile pivot. So that's how the pivot shape was. I mean, that's how his pivot was custom. And it looks like he made some oh, here we go. Vegas forged Damascus. There's purple fat carbon. Dark Earth Grip Tech. And pivot. Very interesting. Midnight Purple Ultim. Brass. Yeah, there's the blue glass Westinghouse. $400 for that stuff. And they're sold out. They're all sold out. Well, that sucks. You can get the pivot though. I think. Nope, everything's sold out. Wow, I didn't even notice that. I was just enjoying the view. All right, so Civivi, Guile. I guess the lime green is the best one for me. It's got a silver blade. And $70. I still need to find one pop up again on Knife Swap. In fact, let's go see when the last one did pop up. $14 days ago. Civivi Guile for $50. Ivory G10. All right, $50. And a month ago. Oh, here's the Peace Neighbor. This one came with the Peace Neighbor scales. Bad link for the picture. But yeah, it came with the Peace Neighbor Ultim scales and pivot. For $125. Here's that same one. And 2 months ago, a lime green one sold for $35. I need to. Oh, I know this guy. I've sent stuff to that guy. I might hit him up and see if he wants to sell it. All right. It was a cool video. Yeah, Michael, I can't imagine that. B. Shady said they were $600 when he first listed them. Dang. Yeah, it does make 0 cents, but it makes actor, when you got actor money, you know, $100 bills are like ones. Maybe not for him, but all right, what else are we going to take a look at today? Let's go browse a little bit of Knife Swap and see what's popping up this morning. Oh yeah, a Lion Blade Works Spectre with all the accoutrement sold this morning. Beautiful thing. I bought this mini Keen this morning for 40 bucks. It was brand new, couldn't pass it up. It's a Laconico. It's got his name on the top up there. So I thought that was a great buy for 40 bucks this morning. So I grabbed that. This Demco was kind of interesting. $50 Demco free rein fixed blade. Looks like it's... The Spectre was 150, Andrew. It's a mini Keen, and I didn't pay attention. It doesn't say left-handed, and the clip is on the right side. So, no, it is a right-handed, and it's a mini Keen. Yeah, Ashton, I saw you post that on the Discord. I would say, like, definitely the Tick is one of my favorite knives that I own. It is a perfect size. I still need to get an Alpha because it's a little bigger. But the Tick, for most people, is a perfect size. But that dark wash one was pretty sweet, but I'm just a fan of plain Jane. But yeah, it's a great knife. And it goes really nice with the Vero Nova and the Griffin Scout 3.5. Those make a great package deal. This one has a big front flipper that a lot of people don't like. But they make this knife in all kinds of sizes. That's the coolest thing about this knife. Y'all know I've said before, I like when they make a large and a smaller version of a knife. And when you they have a picture somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. They used to have a picture. Let's see, Griffin Scout 3.5, 3.0, images. Yeah, so I don't know where that picture is. Well, that picture shows the different sizes. There's a better picture that's some. Oh, here it is. Maybe. There it is. It's in the. So they make all three versions of it: the F2, the F3, and the F3.5. And the F3 is probably better for most people. But yeah, and that Damascus kit for it is pretty sweet too. That's pretty dang awesome. $620 for a kit for my f3.5. There's the clip side. DLT Berg Blades Tick. Dark Wash. S90V. Yep. That is a very utilitarian, apocalyptic looking finish. I love it. Yeah, super cool knife, Ashton. You close down some of these windows. He also had a smock and a bio, and the smock has got some pretty nice scales on it. And I guess it comes with the extra scales. I probably should have bought that too. YOLO Spectre. YOLO Mini Keen. Microtech Banana. Is that what those are called? Weird. Alright. What's going on in the chat? Thumb Stud Sweeney's? Yeah, I haven't gone to the Berg Blades website in a while. But I still need to get an alpha. Come on. I should have bought that alpha when I had a chance. That little bottle butcher's cute. And it comes with a little kydex, but the bottle opener is outside. That's awesome. Yeah, that is a heck of a little keychain conversation starter. I should buy one of those just to how cool they are. Y'all should buy one just because of how cool they are. By the way, I did get the unboxing video of the mini Old Guard uploaded, along with the unboxing of the best under $40 knife I've seen, this Ramet Camel. Awesome little knife. 33 bucks. Sean McDonald, yeah, we go look at the Reichs quite often. They are awesome knives. Yeah, I think we should all buy one of those little bottle openers. This little thing is going to be a fidget monster, though. And y'all know what's coming on for this knife. Tonight at work, it's going to have this finger choil curved into this point down here, and this thing gone. Because it definitely has a great blade window. Are they sold out? It didn't say it. It says add to cart. Now you're going to make me try to buy one real quick. Hold on just a second. Let me enter my code here. Shipping is oh, I guess I gotta pay tax. No, it's $6.88 for shipping. There's no tax. Oh, paste metal? Yeah, so the link I sent, if you go to my YouTube page and go to my videos, I got the unboxing. The Amazon link is in the... Go to my videos and go to this video, the unboxing video. And in the description is the Amazon link that takes you right to where they're $33. They've only got 4 of the copper and black ones, but it looks like they got a ton of the black and silver ones. The black and silver is what I bought, and it comes out to like $33 after the 10% off. But yeah, the unboxing video description has it.
Welcome to another fun.
But yeah,
Fairly large knife overall. I can get 4 fingers.
let's see how much it weighs. Like, I think it's like 3.6 ounces. 3.9 ounces.
3.94 ounces.
It's right over. Seven 3/8 long. Anyway, go check that out. $60 for a Leatherman Wave. Excellent condition. That's a pretty good price for a Wave, isn't it? That is in great condition. I've seen some multi-tools that get pretty bad. That one is still available. $60 shipped. How much is a Leatherman Wave? They got the Wave Plus. Wave, $36. What is this website? Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's not a crazy good price. B&B Yacht Designs. Click to buy on Amazon. Aha. That's the Wave Plus. Could offer him $30 and it'd be a pretty good little pickup. $40. Sean, have a good one. Mister, that's me. That's an actual... It's pretty close to what I look like, too. Yeah, I fixed... Yeah, I did that. But that's taken from a picture of me. That is not Professor Hackett. I will have a picture soon that shows both of us and Nedge all in the same picture. It actually did a great job of catching my eyes and my face. It definitely looks like I'm looking at myself, which is kind of weird. Alright, enough of that. Back over here until y'all tell me something else y'all want to look at. Oh, the right venom. I forgot. Sorry. Limited edition DLC. Oh, that's why he said it. He was kidding. He was showing tiny knives. I would definitely cut myself with that thing. Yep. That would cut you. But going to the right shop is always a cool thing. I still like all those Thors and the Alien. And I still want to try, I want to check one of these out. I don't know why. I just want to see how it feels in hand. What she said. What are we looking at here? It's a crazy shaped blade. It's like a step down. It's got nice detent. That reverse, he's showing the detent on it, I guess. Well, that's a thick boy. What is it? JVO design? Yeah. See what else we got. Cargo carry. That's a pretty clean looking knife. I think Sever 7 would like that one. Looks like his style. What do you think, Sever? Not sure how I feel about... I wish the jimping came all the way to the end of the blade there. And I'm not sure about how I feel about the blade sticking up past the scale. If it had jimping, I would feel better because it'd feel like grippy, but... not sure about that. Otherwise, it's gorgeous. He likes showing the detent on his knives. That's kind of funny. But detent is important. I dig it. Mini Tiger. Whoops. Yeah, that's super cool, Nick. Thanks for pointing me over to him. Morning, Cliff. Yeah, if a knife doesn't have good detent to start with, that is a good sign. I agree. Yeah, that guy makes some pretty wild looking knives. Awesome. Yeah, Nick, come up with some more of those. Pete, some knives don't have D10 at all because of how they're built. Yeah. I don't know if it's how it's built or how they decided to put the D10 in it. Because this one, top button actuated liner lock, has some of the most brutal D10 I've felt. I mean, it's great. And let's see this one. This one has a pretty decent detent too. With the middle, with the pivot lock. Where's my... I guess my Vostiges are in a different bag. I mean, a different box. Detent seems to be the theme of the day because this one has one of the strongest detents I've ever seen. You can slam this blade like super hard and it never bounces out because of how strong that detent is. But this thing, if I use my little meter, I bet this would beat most all my knives. It's an awesome detent. And it's on bearings, so this is a great little knife. What does this thing weigh? This is the kind of knife that I want to carry every day and beat the crap out of. But I can see why a lot of people carry that and that only. 3.08 ounces. This is a fake one, by the way. I've said that plenty of times when talking about this knife, and I just said it was on bearings. At least I think it's on bearings. It's super smooth. But that detent, you can miss it a lot. It's so strong that if you don't really get a hold of that circle, it won't even come out. And I would rather have a knife like that than one with a weak detent. But I can see why a lot of people carry these knives and beat them to death. Because I've got giant hands and it fits so good in my hand, like when I use that forward choil. And I love that they put jimping on that. I mean, it's got awesome grip, and the back jimping is perfect. So when you get locked in right there, man, I feel like I could cut down a tree with that. I know I couldn't, but yeah, I love that little thing. Here's my fake smock that I did a shipwreck on. That is one thing about the fakes, and this one has a cool matching, it matches the shipwreck deep carry clip. The Benchmade copies, the scales seem to fit them a lot of times. Sometimes you have to drill out the pivot hole a little bigger. But that's my fake one, and my real one is nowhere to be found. I thought I cleaned up a little bit yesterday, but evidently I just made a bigger mess. At least I knew where everything was then. Where in the heck is my smock? Aha! Here it is. So I could do that comparison again. What did I drop? I dropped something. Anyway. Well, the scales are made for the original, so I guess they're pretty close. And all that stuff. Yeah, that was my first integral sever. By Dan Carrera. Dan Carrera. That was absolutely my first one. And I think it's kind of what got me loving harpoon blades. How is this one stuck? What the heck? But yeah, this 904 was my first integral. This is a Dan Carrera. There's that back shot. You see his signature across the back there. Dan Carrera. And this is a recurve. So it didn't start my love of recurve, but it started my love of harpoons and integrals. But 904 is a good inexpensive integral to get. Yeah, mister, I use the same stuff every time I shipwreck. Just salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar is what got that. I like the coppers too. What else y'all want to look at today? I've still got to do that test on that one. Oh, somebody wanted to buy this, and I forgot. I think it was Brown Sugar, maybe. So I need to get with her about selling her this. Whoops. Sorry, I think it was maybe Cliff that told me about that. I will hit her up today about that. I totally forgot. I still got to work on this 3V cold steel, too. The Jake, good morning. Nice blend. We got slip joints, fixed blades, integrals, copies, real ones, zirconium, piss. We got all kinds of stuff on the table today. Good morning, Brown Sugar. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been busy and was trying to relax on my day off. You know how that goes. But like I said, I've finally got a bunch of knives out for delivery today, including my Tri-Stash. Excited about checking it out. Let's see. Let's go look at the Dan Carrera website. Products. So yeah, you can get a 905, I mean a 904 like mine for $350. And you can get it satin or black PVD. It's a heck of a nice integral to start with, but if you want a custom one from him, you can get that too. And there's one, a 904 with the milled hole, and here's with the fuller. Like, I wish mine had the fuller instead of the thumb stud. It's a little more for that one. Oh, this is the flipper tab. That's not even the thumb stud version. Whoops. Full dress integral. I don't guess he makes the thumb stud version anymore. At least I don't see it. The jacks looks pretty cool. M390. Man, I wish they had a titanium one. Yeah, I want the one in the picture there. How you gonna send drawings off like that and then get them back like that? Y'all know what DTF means. The M390 and tie is all I need. That version right there. Wow, that's got super small micro milling. Best Tech. I guess Best Tech does all his OEMing. Yeah, I use I'll show you how I do shipwreck one day here soon. I've got a knife we need to do on stream, mister. So, one of the things I do is I stand up the scales, you know, vertically so that the stuff doesn't sit on them. It's on the sides of them. But I just soak paper towels in vinegar, and then I just kind of sprinkle some salt around in there. I use a lot more vinegar than salt. But I also use Morton's coarse big salt, rock salt. I don't use like table salt. So rock salt seems to work a lot better because it doesn't hit everywhere. It just hits certain little places. All right. If you haven't seen this yet, if you just got here, this is the Ramet Camel. It is a button actuated top liner lock with awesome detent and good access to the liner lock if you just want to use it like that. And the button access to the liner lock works awesome. But this is my first recommended knife of the year that everybody should grab. $33, a reversible clip, deep carry clip, very slicey blade, good jimping, contoured edges everywhere, super comfortable. So yeah, that's my first pick of the year for under $40 knives. See you later, Andrew. Have a good one, buddy. You didn't catch a date coming through the video? I'm not sure what that means, Pete. Oh, combing through the video. $12, $11, $10, $10, $6. I don't know. Wait, for them to produce, they're going to double their money. Somebody could have got this for a third of what they sold it for. So around $6. $6 turns into $12 when they retail it to somebody who can triple their money and get $36. So $6. I would say for remit to OEM this for somebody, they could do it for $6, sell it to the person for $12 and double their money. That person could take the $12 knife they paid remit for and triple it on the retail for $36. And yeah. So that's how I would go through the numbers if I was going through them. Might be pretty close to that. I know personally, talking to Migueron OEM people, that the cost of the cheaper knives for him are a third of what he can sell them for and still be a decent price. So if I wanted to sell a nice $150 titanium knife, I would say I need to pay $50 from an OEM so that I can sell it for $150. And then if I paid $50 to them, they probably produced it for $25 to $30. I don't know if they make quite double their money, so it could be $30, $35 and they sell it for $50. I'm sure it's all about number of quantity. Yeah, GAW does have some wild designs, huh? Hey, who is Ferrum Forge's designer besides Vox Nays? Who designs Ferrum Forge's stuff? Because this kind of reminds me of a GAW. Man, I've almost got that mirror polished good. I just need to go over it a little bit more. There's the camera. Where am I at? I'm over here on the couch. Oh, there I am. I guess if I can see the camera can see me, huh? That's who designs besides Vox. I know Vox does a lot of designs for them. Kind of link you got for us, Sever? A GAW? Yep. So we always pick out the GAW every week, his $1,200 knife of the week. It always ends up on the drop point on Fridays. His $1,200 knife of the week. All his designs are wild. Some of the blade holes are way too big for me. in comparison to the size of the knife. There's one of his $1,200 ones. But they all have that nice forward finger choil that I like. And it goes right into the scales perfectly too. Like I talk about liking. And you can see on that one kind of what I'm talking about doing when I do the flipper tab delete on this one. So I'll take that curve right to the point of that scale, and then I'll fix the arc a little better, and then I'll delete all that. But I'll have to bring it up, and I'll have to bring up the arc a little bit to make it look right. But you can see how it matches up with the scales, and I think more designers should do that for sure. So I can't even think what the name of this mass drop is that I've got on the table here. It is, whoops. Mass drop times ferrum forge Falcon. Yeah, it's the Falcon. So who designed this? It says the knife has been made by Kubey Knives. No wonder I like it. And designed by San Diego-based Ferrum Forge. And this knife was $124 when it came out. The Falcon, back in 2017. And it was made by Kubey. So that's pretty awesome. Well, I guess I'll finish mirror polishing up the blade and keep this thing. Because it's got great action. OEM by Kubey. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you got the other mass drop Ferrum Forge, or one of the other mass drop. You got it not long ago, didn't you? The GAW, not the DO, the GAW. Yep, that looks a lot like it. Well, looks somewhat like it. It's got the same markings. Yeah, that's a nice one. Good score, Waylon. And I'll definitely hit you up if I ever do want to get rid of it. They both have the same little logo. But mine says mass drop on the side of it. On the blade, but they both have that exact same whatchamacallit, Ferrum Forge symbol on the side, but you can see mine has mass drop on the blade. I like it without. I like it on yours better. Very similar looking knives though. Is the back spacer? No, your back spacer's got notches. That's cool. See you later, Cliff. If y'all hadn't smashed that like button, let me invite you to do so before you leave, before we finish up. Forge Designers. Let's see what they say down here. Alright. About us. Small in San Diego, 2009. Elliot and Chris Williamson. Elliot's the older brother, artist and dreamer. Responsible younger brother. On the right, Mr. Chris. Sure, there's lots of fights in that building. But I bet they hug it out and get over it. Elliot started it. He began mumbling into an old digital camera and posting videos of his knife making on YouTube, and unknowingly became a custom knife maker. Limited run years. Pro Series. Alright. Super cool, super cool. The Stinger. There's one I've almost bought numerous times. I've got the Archbishop 3. Yeah, I've almost bought this one a ton of times. And I should have by now. Love that knife. I like the non-flipper version, of course. And the Lackey XL. Interesting knife. Production refinishing clad service. $75. Two-tone anodized finish. Polished and heat color or anodized screws. Orange pilled anodized pocket clip. Bright matte blade finish. Fresh FerraMorster edge. There's color options. That's pretty awesome. I didn't know they offered that. Shout out FerraMorster and their mod service. Yeah, I like any company that does mods. And I like a two-brother company that got his Apocalyptic for $105. Yeah, like it. Purple or green. Or blue. Nice. Yeah, shout out FerraMorster and their mod service. Oh, I bought a little CEO knife. Oh yeah, that should be delivered today. That's coming with that other one. The bundle. Oh yeah, my parallel that I was talking about. But what was the other one I got? Oh yeah, the Quaking Air Boker. So both of these should be delivered today. I'm excited to see how ultra thin that thing is and how it feels. Might not keep it because of how thin it is, but I wanted to check it out. I've been wanting to check it out for a while. So I got that one, and then I got the little Boker Plus Quake and Air and carbon fiber, which is a little CEO knife type knife with a good clip, deep carry, good snappy action, good access to the lock bar, it looks like. It's a Burnley design. So yeah, that should be out for delivery today. I think maybe the knife Mr. Ed sent me, the Wee Knives something or other. You know, the Civivi knife. Praxis? Praxis. And when you say quacking knives, do you mean the blade shape? The way it sweeps up? Oh, I'm thinking of Quieback. Yeah, Praxis. What did I say? I thought I finally said Praxis. Yeah, that I don't know if it's out for delivery today, but it might be one of the ones. All right, brown sugar. Got to talk to her about that one in the middle. I started to clean up the table a little bit, so. But yeah, I will definitely be carrying this thing for a while, just to see how long the blade lasts before needing sharpening. My pick for budget knife of the year so far. Oh, well, there we go. Mr. Ed answered it for me. I will probably carry those two again today. I'll put my slip up. Actually, I'm going to set it right over there. Put this back in my integral bag. Contact brown sugar about this one. Yeah, they're usually all straight backs, and they usually have a curve up. That's what I was curious about. So, do you not like, what about this knife, Sever? Do you like the opposite of that? But yeah, I like a straight back knife. But this one has the opposite, perfectly straight blade and a curve down. This is a swayback type knife, I guess. Slayback. I was trying to think. Oh yeah, I just put it up in my clone box, but all right. Well, guys and gals, I think we're gonna wind this one down for today. It is Thursday. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get something to eat. It's supposed to be 77 today here. Well, it was a couple of days ago. I don't know what it's showing to now. Right now, it is 65 degrees on its way to 73 today. So, wow, 65 to 73, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all being here today and talking about blades with me. Mister, that does sound like a nice experience. And I can see where that would work. That would work great and be an enjoyable experience. Anyway, love y'all all. Hope y'all have a great Thursday.